In the heart of a forgotten town named Eldridge Hollow, where the fog rolled in thick and the streets were lined with crumbling cobblestones, there was a dilapidated theater known as the Gilded Mask. Once a vibrant hub for the performing arts, it had fallen into disrepair, its glory days long forgotten. The townsfolk whispered tales of the theater's last performance, a grand masquerade ball that ended in tragedy when the lead actress vanished without a trace. Her disappearance cast a shadow over the theater, and it was said that her spirit still roamed the halls, seeking revenge on those who wronged her. Among the curious residents was a young artist named Elara, known for her vivid imagination and insatiable curiosity. Drawn to the theater's eerie allure, she often found herself sketching its decaying facade, captivated by the stories hidden within its walls. One rainy afternoon, while exploring the overgrown gardens surrounding the theater, Elara stumbled upon a small, ornate mask half buried in the mud. It was beautifully crafted, with intricate designs that shimmered even in the dull light. Unable to resist, Elara took the mask home, her mind racing with possibilities. That night, she placed it on her desk, where it seemed to pulse with an energy of its own. As she drifted into sleep, she dreamt of the masquerade ball, the laughter, the twinkling lights, and the haunting melody of a waltz that echoed in her ears. But the dreams soon twisted into nightmares, revealing shadowy figures dancing in a frenzy, their faces obscured behind elaborate masks, and at the center, a woman in a flowing gown, her eyes wide with terror. When Elara awoke, she found herself inexplicably drawn to the Gilded Mask once more. The streets were eerily quiet as she approached the theater, its doors creaking open as if inviting her in. Inside, the air was thick with dust, and the flickering lights created a ghostly ambience. She wandered through the eerie corridors, her heart racing with both fear and excitement. As Elara explored the theater, she stumbled upon an old dressing room adorned with mirrors that reflected her image in peculiar ways. In one mirror, she saw herself wearing the ornate mask from the garden, but it looked alive, swirling with colors and shadows. Before she could comprehend what was happening, the mask floated from her grasp and affixed itself to her face, cold and unyielding. Panic surged through her, but she found herself unable to remove it. Suddenly, a voice whispered in her ear, "Welcome to the Masquerade of Souls, dear artist. You have been chosen." The word sent chills down her spine. The dressing room transformed around her, the dusty walls melting away to reveal the grand ballroom from her dreams. The air was filled with the intoxicating scent of roses and the haunting melody of the waltz. Elara found herself surrounded by elegantly dressed figures, each wearing a mask more elaborate than the last. They twirled gracefully, their laughter chiming like bells, but there was something unsettling in their eyes, hollow, devoid of life. One figure approached her, its mask adorned with feathers and jewels. "Dance with us, Elara," it beckoned, extending a gloved hand. Compelled by an unseen force, Elara took the figure's hand and was swept into the dance. As they twirled, she felt an overwhelming rush of emotions, joy, despair, longing, each step drawing her deeper into the enchantment of the masquerade. But with each rotation, she caught glimpses of the figure's true nature. Beneath their elegant disguises lay grotesque forms, twisted faces and gnarled limbs. They were the lost souls of the theater, forever trapped in the cycle of dance, yearning for freedom. Her heart pounded as she realized the truth. The mask had lured her into this world, where the spirits of the forgotten were desperate for a new companion. In a moment of clarity, Elara remembered the stories of the actress who had vanished, the very soul that haunted this place. She had been drawn into the masquerade, just as Elara was now. "Why are you here?" Elara cried out to the masked figure holding her. "What do you want from me?" The figure's voice transformed, the melody turning to a sinister whisper. "To join us. To become one of us. We need a new soul to keep the dance alive." Determined not to succumb to the fate that had befallen so many before her, Elara fought against the pull of the mask. She focused on the emotions swirling around her, the joy of creation, the beauty of freedom, and the weight of despair. With a surge of willpower, she pulled the mask from her face, feeling a jolt of energy course through her as she broke the spell. The ballroom began to tremble, the elegant figures losing their composure, their laughter turning to shrieks of rage. "You cannot leave. You are ours," they cried, reaching out with clawed hands as Elara dashed for the exit. The walls of the theater warped and twisted, the path to freedom obscured by shadows and despair. Just as she thought she was trapped forever, Elara remembered the small mask she had found. With all her strength, she threw it into the center of the ballroom. The moment it hit the floor, a blinding light erupted, illuminating the room and revealing the true forms of the trapped souls, twisted and broken, their pain palpable. As the light engulfed them, their anguished cries transformed into whispers of gratitude. Elara felt the weight of their sorrow lift as the souls were freed, and the masquerade began to dissolve around her. She stumbled out of the theater just as the last remnants of the curse shattered, the haunting melody fading into silence. Outside, the fog lifted, revealing a vibrant dawn breaking over Eldridge Hollow. Though she had escaped, the experience left an indelible mark on her soul. Elara returned to her art, but now she painted not just for herself, but for the lost souls she had encountered.